So hi, One of the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with,
I'm Chaney, and I'm from the band House
and we're
Parties.
gonna ask them some questions today about their upcoming EP, Tiny Room. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
Um, I didn't expect people to be so interested in it, I guess. We just posted a teaser for like our music video coming out on the day of the release, which is Friday. Yeah, I really did not expect this many people to be like, whoa, this is like a big thing. So it's kind of like overwhelming, but kind of like good in a sense of like, oh, this hard work is finally paying off.
It rips so hard.
Yeah.
It's very good.
So much.
Bangs.
Appreciate it. That's not even my favorite one from everyone loves that song, but that's not even my favorite one. Like one of my favorites isn't even released yet. So
Well, I was actually talking about the EP in
Yeah,
full.
I was gonna
Like,
say,
it's
yeah.
so good front to back.
thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So, is there any meaning behind the EP name Tiny Rooms and the cover art?
So Tiny Rooms is based off of for me, Tiny Rooms basically means a lot of my experiences growing up and just where I've been have all been in like felt like I've been like stuck in places, and it sometimes feels like I'm just in like a really tiny room and I'm like, oh my god, like I don't have space, I can't get out of this.
Mhm.
So for the song Tiny Rooms, that's basically more of like my family kind of history. But we decided to name the EP Tiny Rooms because of that. Now, the EP artwork, which was built by my really good friend Xander, who I used to work with, we thought, what if we like built like a little diorama of like like a tiny house and
Mhm.
like a tiny like thing, and we are like, oh, that works because it's like, oh, everything's tiny, and we just thought that was a good idea, and that's just what we went with.
Okay.
That's sick.
All right.
Hmm.
So can you tell us a little about your writing process for this EP?
So instrumentally, oh my gosh. Oh my god. So my guitarist Spencer, he writes all of that. That's all him. He records it, he does production to it. Lyrically, lyrically it's just so weird because sometimes I'll get like I want to write and then it gets really hard to be like, why can't I write this? Like I will know what I want to write, but I can't write it. But then sometimes I'll literally be at work and I'll come up with like lyrics and melodies and I'm like, okay, let me go home and see if that works with it. And if it does, I'm like, okay, bet. So my writing process is really weird because sometimes I just have to sit down and I'm like, how do I want to approach this? Sorry, I have cats.
Oh my God, what is the
Can we
cat's name
see?
behind
Can we
you?
see?
This is Shadow. He likes to destroy everything in my apartment.
Oh,
Hi, Shadow.
hi Shadow.
Yes, you ruin all of my things, don't you? Uh-huh. Okay, but please don't. But no, my writing process is super weird. I don't know. I kind of write a lot of stuff that just bothers me. And so I kind of put it onto paper. And there's not really a specific way. It's just so random. It is so random. That's all I can really say.
Okay.
That's fair. So, I want you to tell us your favorite lyric off this EP and the meaning behind it.
Oh, lyric. Oh, I
Mhm.
have like, okay. I have my favorite lyric. Okay. It's
Okay.
from a song that hasn't been released, but I will tell you the name of it. It's called Make Sense. Okay, please, no. No, 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 no.
Oh no, what is Shadow doing?
He's grabbing something and he has it in his mouth.
Oh no,
It's fine.
it's a menace.
So my favorite lyric off of this EP is from the song Make Sense that everyone will get to hear Friday. But it's I saw you in the ocean swimming with the sharks. You call your own.
Okay.
So basically that song is about like of someone like a friend who just treats you like not like they treat you like crap and they take advantage of you and you're just kind of like, I'm not doing this anymore. And so basically that lyric is taking on like, oh, you're like a shark, you're like you just eat people and you're like just bad to people, and I didn't see you as this, but now I see you as all those other people out there and I don't like it and I don't
Mhm.
want to be near you and that kind of stuff. But that has to be my favorite lyric that I've written on this EP.
All right. Pretty
That's a
good.
good lyric.
So where was your headspace at while you're writing the CP?
Oh god. Hard to say because we had written this like a year ago And actually, like maybe 2-ish years ago, like I know I know Tiny Rooms had been written, like some bits and pieces had been written like almost a year and a half ago. And at that time I was just kind of like figuring a lot of stuff out about myself and about like my trauma and about a lot of just reflecting on a lot of like past relationships with like friends and people that I thought were my friend, and
Mm-hmm.
they kind of just really like stabbed me in the back. And oh, I'm thinking about Hindsight. Hindsight was written like a year and a half ago. Then we went to Tiny Rooms, but basically they were all written at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to write on stuff like that because I was just like, what the heck? I don't get to express my feelings a lot for this stuff, or people don't take my feelings seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna write an angry song about it, and I'm gonna write a song about it because this is bothering me, and this is like my outlet of putting my feelings into it so I can cope with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of negative because a lot of it is negative. And then there's one song on the EP that obviously hasn't been released yet, but really takes a play on like where my mental health is
Mhm.
a lot of the times. So kind of dwelling into like getting into like depressive episodes and then getting out of those and then going back in and out, in and out. So yeah.
All right.
Mhm. So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this EP for the first time? Should they play it in the car with friends? Should they play it in the dark with some headphones on? Should they blast it at a party? What do you personally recommend?
I think that each song could be taken differently. Like, I think for the last song on the EP, the one about the mental health, definitely listen to in the dark with your headphones on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like like Collateral, you could play it into your car with your friends, and then Tiny Rooms would definitely feel like be like a party song. I could definitely see it. Maybe I haven't been to too many parties. But kind of a little bit of all of it. It's kind of there's a little bit of everything in there.
All right.
Perfect. So you have to listen through it a couple times in different scenarios, is what you're saying.
I definitely would.
Yeah.
I definitely would.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
This question should be super, super quick off the top of your head. I want you to describe the CP for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less. Best you can.
3 words.
Yes.
Sad, angry, traumatic.
That was very good.
Perfect. That was good. That was quick.
Yeah.
So is there a certain feeling or emotion you want this EP to invoke in your listeners?
I kind of want people to feel like, oh wow, she's definitely angry about this.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely struck a chord with her. And then there's kind of like there's very different like meanings about stuff. Like, oh, this is where like, oh, I'm kind of feel sad for her for this song because this is where she's at. Or like, oh, angry for this because it's like, oh my God, she's angry that someone did that. And like, oh, I feel for her with her past experiences, or however they interpret it for themselves. But kind of like in those like range of emotions, I would just maybe.
What is Shadow doing?
I have 2 cats. I don't think it's the other one.
Wait, what's the other one's name?
Her name is Ahsoka, like from Star
No
Wars.
way! Oh,
wanna
that's
see
amazing.
her?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on.
I would love to see Ahsoka.
Come here, Ahsoka. She's my other kitty. She's younger.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
I love her.
Very cute.
She looks like a what are they called? They're not puppies. What's a kitten?
Mhm.
A kitten. She looks like a kitten. Is she?
Yeah.
How young is she?
She's still less than a year old.
There you go.
I think
Yeah.
she's like 6 or 7 months now, but
Oh.
I got her when she was like a couple months. I think when she was still too young to be like away from her mother is when I got her, because I got her from somebody.
Mhm.
But no, it's been a lot. It's been so much with both of these cats.
That's
But
valid.
yeah.
Okay. So picture this: you're on tour, you're at a gas station, you're going in for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
Doritos.
Ooh.
I might be in a Cool Ranch mood that day or a nacho.
As you should.
It depend. I like both. I don't care. Definitely some sort of tea, like a peace tea or an Arizona tea. It depends on what mood I'm in. Maybe some candy, like some sour candy for sure. I love sour candy.
Mhm.
Please Stop.
They're like children.
If I like lock them in a room, they're gonna scream, and it's like even worse than like just letting them roam around.
Yeah.
Like,
So don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
I
Yeah.
won't.
So on the topic of food, if the project band was a dish, what dish would the band be?
Oh my god, I've never thought about that. I want to say I have to be something spicy because we're like an angry. Well, I'm angry. 'Cause I'm angry.
Of course.
Um, I don't know. I was gonna say pizza, but I think it needs to be like, hey.
Yeah, do you have to go handle that?
So much is happening.
I'm doing something. Thank you. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
I want to say like something spicy, but I don't know a lot of spicy foods off the top of my head.
It's all good.
We'll just say like pizza with like spicy toppings on it. How about that? I
Okay.
think that's
Okay.
really good for us.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's
I like
fair.
that.
Yeah.
So for the last couple questions, we're going to shift away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Oh my god. Okay. What's my absolute favorite thing in the world? Well, it'd have to be pizza. Okay. This might sound weird together, but this is probably what I would have. Oh my gosh. I would have some like pizza. I would definitely have like a bunch of Doritos Locos Tacos because that's one of my favorite like foods. I would have Sonic mozzarella sticks, like a bunch of them.
Mhm.
For my drink, I probably would have, there'd be some sort of dessert there. I'm a big like sweet tooth person.
Mhm.
Like a nice like cake. A cake would be
Ooh.
on. I would stuff my mouth, my stomach. For my drink, probably root beer, cream soda.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Taste.
I like
I'm going
those.
for that. That's my answer.
So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Does it even like video games?
Mhm.
Oh no, I don't want to live there. That would be terrible.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking Skyrim, but
no,
like,
that'd be cool.
I mean, it would be, but like when you say that, do you mean like, oh, there's no showers? You have to hunt for your food. That's what I'm thinking. But if we're like, oh, it's easy, like how we play it video game, like then definitely Skyrim because I would love to see a dragon in real life. I love.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
And steal all your food. Wait, and you said you hunt for your food. Do you not steal in that game? Because that's like all I do.
You know what? You're so right.
Exactly.
No, I am like a big Skyrim baby. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, I would steal food. I am not. I'm too lazy to hunt. I would definitely.
Exactly. I tried it like one playthrough and I was like, this is too much work. And I just went and stole from like an inn. It was too much.
I was like, no, I'm not. No,
Mm-mm.
that's not for me. I'm just gonna take your bread. Thank you.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're an NPC. You'll live. I won't.
You won't miss it. Exactly. Yeah.
I have the honor of asking the last question, and every single person we've spoken to have said that it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Specific shade of blue.
Navy or like an aqua.
Okay.
Ooh.
It ranges. It really
Mm.
ranges. But yeah, no, blue for sure.
All right. Well, as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
Our YouTube channel, since we're posting a music video soon. So House Parties Band or TX, I can't remember, I'm gonna be honest. Because our Facebook, like, it's a lot. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter if you want. TikTok, we make TikToks. Like House Parties TX. But yeah, that's it. And then stream our EP.
Yes. All right.
Perfect.
Thank you for now. That's been Chaney from House Parties, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.